Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, DP.
Today we'll be talking about boys basketball crosstown rivalry game for San Marcos last night.
A national student television network competition that DP News students had 3 days to compete in against thousands of other students.
As well as another episode of our weekly segment, Counselor's Corner with Miss Douglas.
And Artist of the Month.
I'm Jackson.
I'm Sayla.
So let's get right into it.
This is DP News.
And it
starts now. Yesterday, the Student Television Network released the results for their first ever Fall Frenzy competition, where students had 3 days to make a 6-minute morning show.
This is a national competition where we competed against students across the country.
Although they were given a 3-day deadline, DP News students filmed and edited their video in just 1 day, with final revisions the next day.
Congratulations to our DP News program for winning 3rd place in the morning show contest.
The Goodland podcast also took home a 2nd place win in the podcast category with their podcast, Fishy Business, created by DP News students Arthur Bonfield, Kevin No, John Cortez, and Carlo Anderson. With the given prompt, make a story about food, the podcast explores the new location of the Santa Barbara Fish Market.
The Colgate family felt as if the town didn't have a fresh source of seafood and wanted to fix that issue.
We sell seafood. Fish and chips, fish sandwiches, you get oysters on a half shell, local uni, crab, and then the other side would be like fish to take home, that you make at home.
Thanks to the Colgate family for providing our town with fresh seafood. Attention artists, submission for Artist of the Month are now open. Scan the QR code on screen now to submit your work. The deadline is January 24th, so make sure you submit soon. Now, here's Michael with your sports recap.
Thank you, Sayla, and what's up, DP? Yesterday, our boys basketball team traveled across the town to the Royals' home where they competed in a heated back-and-forth match.
Last night, our boys took on the Royals over at the Thunder Hut in a league game. Both offenses started slow, but Wyatt Gardner was able to get it going, getting the first score on the board. This led them to setting up a lead with help from Evan Pinsker and Danny Pisano. The offense continued to roll for the Chargers, bringing the score to 20-15 at the end of the first. For the entirety of the second, it was a back-and-forth affair, ending the half 29-23. Coming out, the Chargers brought it within 2, but after that, the Royals started to pull away, but not without an electric ending to the third quarter. From there, they were able to pull away, eventually winning 64-50. The Chargers will host Pacifica Tritons tomorrow night at 7. For DP News, this has been Josh Conheim reporting.
Good fight, boys. I can't wait to watch your next game. Next up, we have our weekly news segment, Counselor's Corner with Miss Douglas.
Good morning, DP. This is Miss Douglas giving you this week's Counselor's Corner. We have just 2 short weeks left until the end of the term, which is happening January 24th. So be sure to turn in all those assignments and keep working hard. These are final grades that will go on your transcript, and colleges will see them. So be sure to put in that last bit of effort these next 2 weeks to ensure that you get the best grade that you can. Seniors, as college admissions, acceptance, and denials come in, be sure to update your score regularly. This is really vitally important for us as counselors, as well as future students, to be able to understand their likelihood of getting into each college. Well, that's all from me this week. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your week, and come into the College and Career Center if you have any questions.
Thanks again, Ms. Douglas. Now to kick it off, boys soccer will be playing today at home against San Marcos at 5:15, followed by girls soccer, who will also be playing against San Marcos as well, but away at 6:30. Now our girls basketball team will also be playing today against San Marcos in our home gym. And the theme is business, so make sure to show up in your formal fits. And today is the first day of the 3-day girls water polo tournament of champions. Our team will be playing at 3 today against San Clemente and will be held in our home pool, so make sure to show up, DP. Now we have 2 tryouts happening today, so let's start with softball, which will be held from 4 to 5 p.m. at the varsity softball field. If you have any further questions, contact Coach Gherkin in room Q13 or email him at mgherkin@sbunified.org. Now today is also the second day of track and field tryouts, which will be held from 3:50 to 4:20 p.m. on the track. Make sure to arrive a little early to complete your registration. And finally, competing today are all of our wrestlers at an away dual meet against Rio Mesa at 5. And we got the chance to talk to boys wrestler Julie Mayers about his preparations for the meet.
During my past games, I've tried to create a specific routine that I follow each time before a match. This routine helps me focus and lock in before a match, and I try to improve on this routine little by little and adding to it during every game to help me perform better in a match.
Good luck to all of our wrestlers.
Well, that's all for today, DP.
Make sure to check out our Instagram at DPNews 805.
And
Thanks for watching.